Oh shit, it turned red. I didn't even know it turned green. Yeah, I know. We're not talking anymore about the wife or anything, okay? It's just about cars. That's it. Nothing else. No more. It's about cars and, what it is we're all doing. That's all. Metrodome. What's a Metrodome? What are you talking about? Not even sure that it was him. Didn't have the same account, and I tried to look it up, and the name is not there. Well, what are you working on? Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue? What? I got to sit in my car for a while and let the phone charge up because it's almost dead. I actually have to. I want to take that bumper off today, at least. I have the starter out there, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up underneath there. I'm a little leery about that jack. Yeah, I know. I have one car that I can work on. That's it, man. And it's long overdrawn. As far as all the work that I've done on it. But with the '57 Chevy, I've heard like a lot of people say you're never done working on that car. But I would just like to be able to drive it. You know what I mean? Literally. But at the same time, like I said, I have to cover up bare metal because I don't want it to rust. I came out this morning, that spot that I sanded down yesterday where the door meets the fender, that was actually rusted. It was brown this morning. I had to sand it again in order to get the rust off. That's what I'm saying. There's something about the air out here. There's like moisture in the air. I don't know if it's salt or whatever, but it makes things rust like overnight. And the same thing with the Oldsmobile. So what I'm going to do today is probably bring a couple of watches back to Walmart. The Invictus. I got the couple that I want. They're the most expensive ones. But I got them cheap. And the other ones are just kind of like average everyday watches. They're like, I guess they consider them being like unisex because the face on the unisex watch is smaller than this. This is a man's watch. It's not a unisex. And there's another one that I have that's actually got a different band than this, and that one comes up as a man's watch. I didn't know women wore watches that men wore. I thought they wore a different brand or whatever, or a different size. I thought their watches were always small. I didn't think they were big. So this bread guy is back again for a second time. He came here yesterday and he had a whole, like a massive load of stuff to drop off for the senior center. Hold on, let me see what you're saying because it just disappeared. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, but I don't want to jack it up because if I jack it up in the front with the front bumper, remember what I showed you what happened with the back on the passenger side? That's what happened when I took it off the rims. It's a good thing I wasn't underneath it because the manual jack that goes on the bumper fell over. It fell over, just like collapsed, and the rim kicked out, and it banged up the rear quarter. Yeah, I don't want to do that because I don't have anybody here. at my house. So it's like if I get pinned underneath the car, that's it. I'm done. There'll be no more Rich's Garage at all. So I have to do things the right way as far as that goes. I can't believe that some people actually come here and sit from 9:30 until 11:30. There's nothing for them to do here, except talk to one another. So the guy never showed up last night for the money. Hopefully he'll show up today. Who knows? Yeah, how did you end up like that? Was there anybody around to help you out, get out from underneath the car, or what? I'm an old person and I would never do that. I don't feel safe around. I don't even feel safe around the jack stands I have. I don't because they don't have that locking lever. They have that suicide lever where it pops up and the part that's holding the car up just collapses. So I'm kind of leery about that too. So I'll probably be here till about what time is it? Well, it's not even 11 yet. But I gotta let this phone charge up because I was my last live stream for some reason it wasn't charging. I guess maybe I forgot to hook up the other end of the extension cord. So you know, yeah, that's not good. You're lucky you didn't get crushed, man. That's a thing. That's one of the things that I'm fearful of. Like nowadays, like I seen my ex-wife's son. I seen him put a Celica up. I forget how the hell he did it, but it rolled off and it hit one of my cars. It wasn't safe. You know what I mean? I don't know what it was he did, but and I told him, I said, it's a good thing you weren't underneath that car because you would not have come out. I wasn't worried about the damage to my car. I hit what was it, the 52 Plymouth, I think it was. He had a white Toyota Celica. I think it was like an early 80s or something like that. He didn't have many of his cars long. He had them a very short time. I guess it was his way from moving on from one to another to get more experience. But with me, as far as the car goes, I don't want to take the chance on good. I don't want to take the chance on the car being up on rims either. I mean, it's safer as long as you don't have to take a regular hand manual jack and try and get it off those rims. That's not good, man. Dude, man, you should make sure you have somebody working with you if you're going to do stuff like that from now on. Seriously, no joke. Don't take that chance because all it is one time, man, and that's it. You're done. Yeah, exactly. You gotta be, man. I know we all walk around. Well, at least a lot of us think that we're invincible, but we're not. We can all be wiped out with a virus. You know what I'm saying? And that's been proven. Todd, let off on the mafia stuff, will you please? We're talking about cars. We're not talking about anything else. We're not talking about ex-wives. We're not talking about financial shit. None of that stuff anymore. I'm done. Okay? It's just cars. It's our experiences working on cars, and that's it. Nothing more. Ooh, that's a nice car too. No, I don't. Yeah, that is a nice car. I can't believe that. What is it? Busted Radio Garage wants the Oldsmobile. That's it's amazing. Oh, oh, okay. See, the funny thing is, most of my Mopars, Peckerwood, most of my Mopars were actually the newer stuff. Like, for example, this vehicle here. It's a Jeep. Okay, the PT Cruiser was Chrysler. The the old retired school bus that I have is a Chrysler Town and Country. So they're all Mopar, new shit. But and the old cars are GM or Oldsmobile, which is made by General Motors. But we do have the starter out. It's like under the front bumper of the car right now. I'm gonna try and get that in today because I have a funny feeling like that's the only thing that's holding me off from driving it. It's no longer leaking gas out of the fuel line, so it should get gas up to the carburetor. It's still the same line. I just added a piece of hose in between, because it was leaking out of the metal tubing. Now I do have metal tubing to replace what's there, but I don't know how much of a pain in the butt it's going to be in order to get it off the gas tank. You know. And then comes the brakes. Like you said, the car, came down on you when you were doing the brakes. I don't want that happening to me. Oh, okay, so you're the opposite of me. Like my dailies are Mopar or Chrysler Corporation, but my vintage cars are Chevy, General Motors. Oh God. Let's see. I still can't get that damn trunk open. I tried. It's not opening. I don't know what the hell. It's been like that from day one now. I don't know if it's pushed in too far or it's not pushed in enough where, I can release it. The lock turns, but it won't pop open. It could be something in the way of the latching area too, like where the metal part is on the base of the trunk itself, almost on the floor. I think it might have something to do with that, but I don't think it has anything to do with jacking up one side of the car because most of the end of the cab mounts are still there. I think there's like one missing. That's a bad place to go, man. That shit's not good for you. Especially the French fries. They're the worst things you could ever eat. They may taste good, but no, they are not good. Hold the trunk down hard and try and turn the key. You think that'll work? Because I mean, I tried. What the hell was it? A pry? The arm that you use to jack up a manual jack. I tried wedging it in between the crack of the trunk itself and the trunk lid, and that won't open it. And I've tried it in all different areas, and still won't do shit. And it's just been getting progressively worse. So, oh God. Let's see. I got lighter fluid in here for my Zippos. Anybody ever had this stuff? It's calamari. It's actually squid or octopus, whatever you call it. They usually do is they bread this stuff and they fry it. That's how they call it calamari. So I picked that up because I haven't had that in a long time, and Goya no longer makes it or no longer has it. What's this? Green peas, net weight 15 ounces. When's the expiration date? October 2026. Hey, man. All right. We're not going to talk about that, Todd. Please let it go. I'm not talking about that no more, okay? Oh, this one's got to be used. This one is no longer any good after 9/24, so it's got to be used this month. All right. And that takes care of that. Let me get this out of the light, out of the sunlight. You don't want that catching fire. I swear some of these people that come in here, they don't look like they're seniors. Their hair color isn't even as gray as mine, you know? And they're not dyed either. Like this one lady just walked in there. She looks like she's about 40 years old. Oh, I just bought it yesterday afternoon. All right, Todd. I understand that. I'm not trying to be cold hearted or anything, but I don't want to talk about that in here, okay? Nothing financial, nothing about exes, nothing about kids. Um, I'm done with it. You know, I don't want to sell that story anymore. I'm done with it. Let's talk about what we're doing with cars and stuff like that and, you know, how we're getting along and how our health is and stuff, you know? Yeah, it'll be in the fridge, but you know what? When they put it on the shelf, they don't put it on in the refrigerator. They put it on a regular shelf in Walmart because it's sealed in a can. You know what I mean? It's like the way sardines come. Yep. Yeah, it's canned. It's like an oval can. You have to pull the tab back in order to break the seal. It's one of that. It's like, you know, the same thing with mayonnaise. I don't know if you know that or not, but mayonnaise doesn't have to be refrigerated until after it's opened because it's got the sealed paper on the inside and it's also got the cap on top. So once you open that, you have to refrigerate it. You guys have the weirdest topics to talk about. What are you talking about? 500 Peckerwood. What does that mean? I've been 500 now 350. What the hell is that? I had to plug up my inverter in here because the little cigarette wire. Well, this thing. I'll show you. This is not enough to charge your phone. It doesn't do it, so I actually have to plug up a power inverter in order to charge up my phone. Oh, no. It doesn't matter what weight you are. See, I don't make fun of people because of their weight. I'm heavy too, so you know, we all have different reasons. There's different circumstances. You know what I mean? It could be genetic. It could be caused by a health condition, or it could be caused by just sitting there pigging out. It all depends on what line you fall under. You know what I mean? Mine is not a case of pigging out. Mine is a case of health issues. So, well, you could fix that though. You know what I'm saying? Walk a little bit every day and a little bit more every day. You know what I mean? Even if it's 20 steps more, it's still better than nothing, you know? You like pies and beer? You do mean pizza pie, right? Peckerwood, you're talking about pizza? Dang pie. Stop it, man. What the hell is wrong with you guys? I think they used to call it just tang pie. Yeah, we're not talking about that in here. Well, you could always be like Guns and Gears. He'll have a picture of three pizza pies in his passenger seat. Some, what the hell they call that? Lube ointment on the dash. And he'll pass gas and call out your name while he's doing it. Or he'll call, what's the other guy that he's called? Um, Butt Mud, Butt, Butt Mud Jones. That's it. That's the, I don't know where the hell he comes up. Never heard of the guy's name before. Never even seen that online. We're not talking about that in here. And if you were in the earlier live stream, you will have seen that there was somebody that said that I was not an ex-wife beater. And that's all I'm going to say about it. That's the end of the conversation. If you're going to continue, I'm going to have to remove you. Oh, and then what was it? He was saying, oh, he had the pizza pies over here in the passenger seat. He had the lube stuff on the dash, and then he turns around and he says something to the extent that he was talking to a pimp in New Jersey, and the pimp has three prostitutes for you, and they're all good girls, and don't worry about your pizza because they've already been fed before they get there. I'm like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Some crazy crap. No, I didn't make that up. Nope. And I'm not going to continue with this rusted classic. When I say we are not talking about that anymore, that's exactly what I mean. I don't mean for you to continue on and try and, you know, make a dig at me and try and aggravate me because I'm not going to have it. You'll be gone. Wait, does the Guns and Gears what? See, I got sidetracked with this crap again. Um, I don't know. I couldn't tell you that, Todd. I don't know. I would hope not because I don't know if you ever seen Cops. Did you ever seen the people that actually smoke meth running down the street buck naked, out of control? Did you ever see that? That was crazy, man. It's like I can't believe it. And they have no recollection out of after they come out of it. They have no recollection they did it. It's like they totally had an outer body experience. The only problem is their outer body was out in public where everybody could see it. Ever get laptop? I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? It's just easier for me to use my phone. I don't have to drag that out and try and deal with it. You know what I mean? Oh, in the hood? Yeah, I've been in the hood. We've been there. Newark, Elizabeth, Kearney, Hillside, Irvington, Patterson, all that crap. You know, a lot of the kids in those areas are actually either dealing or using, and that's a shame because they're stopping themselves from having a future. You know what I mean? Yes, I am. Not senior citizen home. It's not a senior citizen home. Period. It's actually it's a place where we have lunch here. You know, people that are on disability and people that are seniors. I'm on disability, so I'm not being a mooch. I'm not trying to suck off society. I just don't have the energy, and I'm trying to learn what it means to balance my meals to a certain serving size. You know what I'm saying? So that way I can lose weight because I'm not trying to put on more weight. Well, when I was down in those areas, I would say it was probably like 88 to 90, 91. Yeah, that's the kind of things that they do when they're on that stuff. Well, see, the thing is my problem is that I don't eat properly. Like, like I'm supposed to eat 3 meals a day, with certain serving sizes, like I think one serving of this, one serving of that, and one serving of something else, like three things, and that's supposed to fill you up. Like, say, for example, if I have a piece of chicken, okay, skin off, first of all, it has to be boiled because that's the only thing that I can eat anymore. I can't eat anything with salt. The vegetables, if you get them in a can, you have to open them up, dump the water out, and then fill it with regular tap water, shake it around a little bit, and then dump that out, and then cook it that way. No, I don't know who that was. I'm not sure if it was legit or not. Um, but no, I don't waste my time doing stuff like that. How can I do that when I'm online? Doesn't make any sense. I didn't have any other computer or anything out there with me. I'm a magician. I actually perform magical acts right in front of your face. No, that stuff is not legitimate. I know people that actually sit there and say stuff like that really reach. I mean, I know some things about computers, but I'm not that computer savvy. Here comes the next load of seniors on the bus. It's like, yo, dude, you got to move your car. I can't keep it parked there. We know you deliver bread, but you got to get out of here. I wonder how many people they got. I think he makes like two runs. He picks up like two groups of people, one from one side of the township, another one from another. I want to see what this guy's saying because this looks like another one of those fakey jakies. Those guys said that you made a BT channel and pretended to be your son, and that's why you wouldn't show yourself on screen. No, I'm not. I wasn't showing myself on screen because I'm getting tired of a certain party doing things in order to devalue me as far as my character is concerned. That's all. But now that nothing's being talked about that, and if it is, those people are being removed. Um, they ain't got nothing to talk crap about. So problem was I actually let this channel get a little bit out of control with saying some of the stuff that I was saying, and people make their own assumptions from it. And people were actually poking things at me and making things bizarre. Exactly, making things bizarre. So, oh God. Better hope he didn't use a poison ivy leaf in order to wipe. 1 a.m. Holy cow, man. Mr. Late Owl here. What are you doing? Sound like me. I'll go to sleep at 10 o'clock at night and wake up at 3. Oh, boy. All right. Have a good night there, Peckerwood Customs. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, boy. Uh, see how much of a charge is on this, if any. Probably not much. Oh, I guess that while I'm on live. Isn't that wonderful? The heck is it? Oh, okay. No. The hell happened? You touched something and look at this. How's that for a screen? You like that? Let's keep it like that for a while. Look, here comes Kenny with an apron on. What's your problem?
Out here, check on the guy. They want to know if you're like the FBI
What?
chasing the joint.
What are you talking about?
When you coming in?
Oh.
Like an hour.
All right, folks, I gotta let you go. The guy's actually telling me to get my ass in the damn place. Oh God, that's Kenny for you. He's a real wise guy. All right, we'll continue this later on. I don't know why this went like this anyway. I can't get it to go back. Okay, none of it about that. Oh well. All right, folks, I'm getting out of here. We'll see you later. Bye.